All right, folks. Hey, if you're into two-wheel fun, let me tell you what I got for you. I got our good buddy Motorcycle Monkey, and he has got an absolutely beautiful bike. When's the last time you seen an inline three-cylinder?
It's been a while. And I
Yeah.
tell you, you sure notice the difference in performance and the power in this bike. It is really amazing. This is a 2020 Triumph Rocket 3 GT from Triumph Motorcycles on Morena Place right off the 8 freeway. Kind enough to let me take this out. Single side swing arm, so you can see how sexy this side of the bike is. They're both phenomenal. Brembo brakes, all about performance. I would call this, Dave, a power steroid cruiser muscle bike. I mean, it's really, it's all of that.
Well, this side of the bike, in my mind, with the headers coming out of it, 3 headers coming out, going into a collector pipe. And I like the fact, because one of the things you find on motorcycles, this pipe is usually way out here. You ever notice that?
Yep.
They figured out a way to tuck this thing in real tight, and I like that.
Speaking of tucking in, check this out. I've never seen this on a bike. Your passenger pegs?
Yeah.
Look at that.
And look how far out. Oh my God.
It's so smart. Why, to my knowledge, why has nobody done this before? It just hides them.
Well,
I love it.
There's a little bit of design in there, and that costs money. Whenever you do something like that, that's a lot of money instead of virtually having just a peg stick out that flips up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of design, but that's what Triumph's all about. When they came back with a vengeance.
Here's the other thing about this bike. I mean, you know that bikes that I brought in here before, anywhere from 650 cc's to say 17, 1800,
Sure.
those are big bikes, right?
Yeah.
1800. This is 2,500 cc's. To my knowledge, it is the largest motor on a production motorcycle in the world.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if this thing couldn't pull a tree trunk out of the ground with the torque. It's 165 horsepower,
Right.
163 plus foot-pounds of torque, liquid cooled. It is just absolutely phenomenal. And you think it's like 648 pounds dry weight. I think with gas and oil and everything, it's about, when you're riding, about 700.
Right.
It feels nimble and light when you're riding it. And around the corners, the other thing I like about this, Dave, I don't know if you want to hop on it, but I can too. It's got the forward foot pegs. I'm going to try and get my short legs
Well,
over
you know,
that.
I noticed that. And
Look at that. Forward.
And I think it gives you a much more comfortable, positioning on the bike. Instead of hunched over, or you're not squished down onto the tank, you're actually sitting at what I would call a correct riding position.
I totally agree. That's why I think you could do some distance with this. Here's the other thing about this bike too. If you look, I've got short legs. You know I've got short inseam.
Right.
29.5 inches off the ground, and my feet, no problem touching. You've seen me come on tippy toes like this on some bikes.
I know.
And I don't mind that, but here's the thing about this too, this TFT display. It's the computer on your bike. I'll turn this on. It's a keyless fob, by the way, that I have in my pocket. And when this thing, it's so awesome. It'll actually, you can do auto, you can do dim, you can do high contrast for night or day. You've got your different, so anyway, I can just go up and down with this little button over here.
Sure.
You can choose how you want that to look, but then you also go here to the mode button, right? And if you look over here, you've got road mode.
Ah,
You've got, oh, I switched it over on accident, but anyway, so here we go. Yeah, there we go. Now this is, you've got rain mode, you've got rider mode to customize it for yourself, you've got sport mode for performance. It's just an awesome, awesome bike.
All right. Well, hey, folks, if you love riding motorcycles and you haven't been on a Triumph in a while, where do you go?
Absolutely. Go to Triumph Motorcycles of San Diego on Morena Place, right off the 8 freeway.
Say
And these
goodbye.
are about 20, 22 and a half, and 25 out the door, worth every penny.
Say goodbye.
Thanks, Dave. Goodbye. Ride safely.